Lagos, Nigeria. It's another beautiful day in the city of Lagos. This is the American Lotto, and you are welcome. I am Benita Thompson, your host for the 4 p.m. draw. Today, the 13th of December, 2023. Are you ready to make some money this afternoon? Let's get started. We'll be running 10 draws this afternoon, and we start as usual with Cash for Life. Let's get started. It's time to play. Okay, for Cash for Life, we have a set of 1 to 60 balls and 1 to 4. So this is the Cash for Life and the Cash for Life ball. So if you match all 5 numbers correctly from the Cash for Life, you get to go home with 50,000 Naira weekly for the rest of your life. And if you get this combination correctly with the Cash for Life ball, you get to go home with 50,000 Naira daily for the rest of your life. You see, this is premium pension. You are made for life. So let's play our game this afternoon and find out who our winners are gonna be. So for the Cash for Life, let's let you know something interesting. If you get 4 numbers and the Cash for Life ball, you get to go home with 500,000 Naira one-time payment. You get 4 numbers only, you get to go home with 100,000 Naira one-time payment. 3 numbers plus the Cash for Life ball, you have 25,000 Naira one-time payment. 3 numbers only, and that gives you 5,000 Naira one-time payment. 2 numbers and the Cash for Life ball gives you 2,500 Naira one-time payment. Let's find out the winners for the Cash for Life. All right, our first winning number is 23, and then we have 27, 18, 49, and 12. I'll call it again. Your eyes on the screen, please. We have 23, 27, 18, 49, and 12. All right, if you got all numbers correctly, just know you're going home with 50,000 Naira weekly, and that's for life or 30 years. Okay, to go home with 50,000 Naira daily, let's find out the Cash for Life ball. Are you going to be the lucky winner? And the Cash for Life ball is 1. The Cash for Life ball is 1. So I'm going to run through the numbers again. We have 23, 27, 18, 49, 12, and 1. Now we are moving on to Yankee and Philly. So for Yankee, this is a direct game, and for Philly, it's our permutation game. And you know, these games, they draw daily at 11, 4 p.m. and 8:45 p.m. So quickly, 5 numbers out of a set of 1 to 90. Now for the direct 1, you match 1 number, the multiplier is 12. For direct 2, the multiplier is 250. For direct 3, the multiplier is 2,200. For direct 4, the multiplier is 6,500. And for direct 5, the multiplier is 45,000. You see, in the American Lotto, we give you better odds and faster payouts. So under Philly, for Perm 2, the multiplier is 260, and for Perm 3, the multiplier is 2,200. We have our balls out. Let's find out the winners. We have 8, 33, 79, 37, and 64. I'm going to run through the numbers again. We have 8, 33, 79, 37, and 64. Eyes on the screen. We have 85, we have 33, we have 79, 37, and 64 for the Yankee and the Philly. Okay, we are moving on to New York. And for the New York game, you'll stake with 400 Naira per ticket, and we just need to match 1 number out of 1 to 90. Now, if you get this 1 number correctly, your staking amount is multiplied by 20. Your staking amount is multiplied by 20, and there you get your money so fast. We do not delay, actually. Within the space of 120 seconds, you are paid without stress. And we have the ball out. And the winning number for New York this afternoon is 12. The winning number is 12. We're moving on to Washington. You know, if you notice something, as soon as we entered Yankee, We started traveling, and now we are in Washington. So, 2 numbers to match correctly out of a set of 1 to 90. Are you ready to find out who the winners this afternoon are going to be? So for Washington, you can stake from 200 naira to 50,000 naira per ticket. As much as you want to win, you stake with. So when you match the 2 numbers correctly, your staking amount is multiplied by 300. And if you get 1 number, your staking amount is multiplied by 2. Let's find out who the winners are going to be. For Washington, our first number is 49, and our second number is 51. Our first number is 49, second is 51. Please follow me as we run through the draws together. We move on to Florida. You see the progression. We keep on traveling. Some of you have never even been to the airport, but with the American Lotto, you get to travel every day, every single day. All right, so for Florida, we have a set of 1 to 90 numbers, and we just need 3 numbers. So let's find out who the winners are going to be. So for Florida, you can play with 200 naira to 50,000 naira per ticket. And when you match 3 numbers correctly, your staking amount is multiplied by 2,400. And for 2 numbers, your staking amount is multiplied by 100. Let's find out who our winners this afternoon are going to be for Florida. Okay, our first number is 40, the second is 24, and the third is 58. We have 40, 24, and 58. All right, are you following me? We move on to Michigan. Now, for the Michigan draw, you can play with 200 naira per ticket to 50,000 naira per ticket. And we have 1 to 90 numbers we need to match correctly, 3 numbers. And what do you get to go home with? With American Lotto, everybody's a winner. So if you match all 3 numbers correctly, your staking amount is multiplied by 2,100. If you match 2 numbers correctly, your staking amount is multiplied by 80. And if you match 1 number, your staking amount is multiplied by 0.5. Let's find out the winners. Our first number is 5, the second is 44, and the third is 8. We have 5, 44, and 18. Eyes on the screen as I call it again. 5, 44, and 18. Now we move on to Georgia. Now with the Georgia draw, you can stake with 200 naira per ticket. And if you get all 4 numbers correctly, you get to go home with a whooping sum of 3 million naira. That's a jackpot if you agree with me. So let's find out the winners. 1 to 69, 4 numbers, 3 million naira. You get 3 numbers, 30,000 naira. It doesn't stop there. You get 2 numbers, and you still get to win something, and that is the sum of 3,000 naira. Okay, our first number is 10. We have our second number as 23. And the third is 28. Yes. And the last number is out for Georgia, and that is 9. Eyes on the screen as I run through the numbers again. We have 10, 23, 28, and 6. 10, 23, 28, and 6. Again, 10, 23, 28, and we have the last number to be 6. We move on to Minnesota. Same, we have 19 numbers, and we need to match 4 numbers correctly, and you can play from 250 naira to 50,000 naira per ticket. Let's find out the numbers for the Minnesota draw this afternoon. So, if you get all 4 numbers correctly, your staking amount is multiplied by 10,000. If you match 3 numbers out of the 4, your staking amount is multiplied by 400. If you match 2 numbers, your staking amount is multiplied by 15. And if you get just 1 number, your staking amount is multiplied by 0.5. So we have our numbers out, and our first number is 86. The second is 25. We have 52 following, and that's in the reverse. And the last number is 62. We have 86, 25, 52, and 62 for the Minnesota draw. we move on to Arizona. Okay, Arizona, we have 1 to 90 numbers, and we just need 5 numbers. Now, you can stake for the Arizona draw with just 200 naira per ticket to 50,000 naira per ticket. Let's find out the numbers for the Arizona draw. So for Arizona, if you match 1 number correctly, your staking amount is multiplied by 0.5. If you get 2 numbers, the staking amount is multiplied by 4. If you match 3 numbers, your staking amount is multiplied by 100. If you match 4 numbers correctly, your staking amount is multiplied by 720. And if you match all 5 numbers correctly, your staking amount is multiplied by 2,400. Okay. We have our numbers out, and our first number is 69, our second is 38, and we have 25 following. Next, we have 82 and 45. I'll run it again. We have 69, 38, 25, 82, and 45. Now we move on to the last draw for the 4 p.m., and that is Maryland. I love that we get to end with such an amazing draw. Now, for Maryland, we have 1 to 49 numbers, and we just need to match correctly 5 numbers, and you get to go home with 5 million naira jackpot. That's amazing if you ask me. And now, for the Maryland, you can stake with just 200 naira per ticket, and you get to go home with 5 million naira. Don't you see that with American Lotto, everybody's a winner? So, Maryland, Maryland, Maryland. Like I said, 5 numbers, 5 million naira jackpot. But it doesn't stop there. If you get 4 numbers correctly, you get to go home with 120,000 naira. Now, if you match 3 numbers correctly, you get to go home with a sum of 3,000 naira. So, everybody's a winner with American Lotto. All right. Our first number is 36. Our second number is 32. Our third is 25. The fourth is 18. And the last number is 14. I run it again. Eyes on the screen, please. We have 36, 32, 18, and 14. All right, that concludes the 4 p.m. draw for today. Congratulations to all our lucky winners. If you haven't followed us on all our social media handles, don't forget to do so. I am Benita Thompson, your host, the American Lotto. Play, win, repeat.